Slack attack.
Hey, the name is Slack. Thanks for coming back. Let's walk through some more Dead Space Remake. Yeah, the Slack is back. Sorry for my absence. I'm back now. This is Gamer Slack down there in the trenches behind the gun, and MC Dub Slack here in the rear of the gear on the microphone. And this is the Leviathan boss fight. And I'm now preparing for the Leviathan boss fight. I want to stash the force gun and take out the contact beam and sell off these two semiconductors here. Now we don't have... we can't buy ammo for the contact beam yet, but we do have some spare. This is the best weapon to use to destroy the tentacles. The Leviathan boss fight is actually a three-phase fight. The first phase, you have to destroy 3 tentacles. Now, this may be confusing the way I'm explaining this. There are 3 tentacles on the Leviathan, but you don't have to destroy all 3 individually, but rather destroy any tentacle 3 times. Okay, so you could destroy one tentacle twice and another tentacle once. Or you could destroy the same tentacle 3 times. Doesn't matter. That's the criteria. Okay? Any tentacle 3 times. And that will complete the first phase. The second phase, the Leviathan is going to start shooting out explosive balls from its mouth. You have 2 options. You could shoot at its mouth directly, or you could try to catch the explosive balls with your TK module and launch them back at it. That poses a problem because the timing often gets off, where by the time you catch an explosive ball, it's already launched another one at it, and if you launch the first one that you caught back, it's just going to explode the second one that's already on its way. So you got to be really quick, like Johnny on the spot with that, launching them back, so that you can actually hit the explosive ball while it's still in the Leviathan's mouth. Otherwise, the best weapon in that phase is the
The airlock's open, but the Leviathan's too strong. It's clinging to the interior of food storage. We need more enzyme.
There's no time. I'm going in. Maybe I can cut it loose.
The Leviathan has a 10 kiloton mass. Do you really need me to tell you this is a bad idea?
Well, I'm all out of good ideas, so guess what's left?
Okay, just leaving that. The best weapon for that part of the fight is the pulse rifle proximity mine / grenade launcher. At this point here, as long as you don't take off from the platform, the fight will not start. So the best thing to do is grab all the loot, because when the fight is over, everything's going to be sucked out into space. Almost everything. Sometimes some stuff survives, but most everything's going to be sucked out into space. So grab all this stuff, and something I discovered, pardon me, I'm losing my voice. Something I discovered during this particular recording, it occurred to me, I wonder if you can like go back to the save station and save the game after collecting all the loot. So I decided to try that during this recording, and then lo and behold, you can do that. As long as you don't take off and trigger the boss fight, you can do that. Because that's a bit of a pain if you like, you collect all the loot. Let's say you blow the boss fight, then you got to start from your last save, right? And then you got to collect all the loot again. So yeah, best thing to do, collect all the loot, then double back to the save station, save the game. Then you can come back and do the boss fight without having to collect all the loot again. And be careful when you're collecting loot. Don't accidentally grab one of these explosive containers like I did, because now it's out of position. Yeah, I did it again. Those things are actually very useful, contrary to what some say. They are actually very useful. Okay, so now I'm going to double back. And I was surprised to see some slashes. Like, what? Wait a minute. And then I'm thinking, dude, this is Dead Space. Of course they're going to respawn slashes on the way back. So take down the first one. Grab his claws. Skewer the second one. And another claw will do him in. Alright, and I'm going to show you 2 versions of this boss fight. The first one is the recording that I did like immediately following saving the game here. And then I put it in my video editor, watched it back, and I was like, noticed a lot of key things about the fight. And then I went back and reloaded this particular save, did it again, and managed to do a no damage run. Okay, so I'm going to show you both those runs here. and what I learned from the first one and how I applied it to the second one. This was, of course, after about half dozen practice runs this morning.
Entering zero gravity.
Okay, so we've got the contact beam ready to go, and you're watching for the tentacles to scream. They kind of writhe a little bit, scream, and then they shoot out. That's going to tell you which one's going to attack you. So watch them all carefully. Here, the one at the bottom, writhe, screams, shoots out. Shoot that little yellow blob on it, and you'll destroy it. Rinse and repeat. See the one on the top right? And he shot out and hit my explosive container and took damage on it. Okay, watch them all carefully. It's the one on the bottom. Get out of the way. Shoot the yellow blob on it. That's it. I've destroyed 3 tentacles. Not necessarily all 3 of them, but any 3 tentacles. Any tentacle 3 times. Now's the second phase. Don't do what I did here. Instead, launch a proximity mine immediately at the mouth. Because I realized you don't have time to grab and throw explosive container. And now it's just a matter of either catching and throwing the explosive balls back at it, or launching a proximity mine in its mouth directly as soon as it opens its mouth, like right now. So you catch and throw it back. Sometimes you get into this pointless loop where, like I say, you're just catching and throwing back one of its explosive blobs, but you're simply blowing up the next one that's throwing at you, doing no damage at all. So you kind of got to get ahead of it. And here's the third phase, where poison gas goes into the area. It's the same thing.
Filling all its gas reserves. It must be close. Isaac, finish it off.
Okay, and Elizabeth Cross starts blathering at you at a key moment. Just ignore her. And what you should be doing is watching for the tentacles to writhe and scream, which will indicate which one is about to attack you first. Okay, so that's one thing I noticed. Just like Borderlands, you know, they throw a lot of NPC babbling at you right at a key moment of the combat. Okay, so it's the same thing. Catch and throw the explosive balls back at it, and whenever you can, launch a proximity mine in its mouth. And keep an eye on all the tentacles, so when you see them scream, slide out of the way. And I wasn't very good at it this time because I just basically lost a beat and my timing got off in the entire fight. And I was just like playing catch up through the entire fight. Largely because of the, you know, Elizabeth Cross distracted me at a key moment. So now, here's my no damage run. Okay, so I'm taking everything I learned from watching back to this run out here, like I just did.
Entering zero gravity.
Okay, got the contact beam. Okay, this is one at the top left. Slide out of the way. Shoot the blob. And just wait. Watch them all carefully. This is one at the bottom. Slide out of the way. Shoot the yellow blob. Keep your distance because they'll give you more reaction time. It's the one on the top left again. Slide out of the way. Shoot the yellow blob. Okay, now wait. The game's gonna like send a shockwave. So don't do anything, because you only have enough time to react. Now the mouth is open, proximity mine, and now start catching and throwing the explosive balls back as fast as you can. The game does this thing where if you try to throw it back too quickly, it'll simply like fire your pulse rifle, and it'll just simply blow it up. But it blows up harmlessly in front of you, but that was kind of pissing me off. So you kind of go, wait a second after you catch it before you throw it back. And every time there's an opportunity, launch a proximity mine in its mouth, like that, right there. That does a lot of damage. There's another one. And again. Catch and throw. That was pointless. And this one, I blew it because I prematurely shot it. Proximity mine. Catch and throw.
Toxic hazard detected.
Okay, here is the third phase.
It's expelling all its gases.
Now I've learned to ignore Elizabeth Cross and I'm watching all the tentacles carefully. This one on the top left is going to shoot at. So I managed to avoid it. Here, I wouldn't recommend trying to shoot the tentacle. Just forget about it. Just focus on the mouth. So I'm catching, throwing back. That was pointless because that's just shooting down the one that he threw back. And it's throwing out again. And top left again. Proximity mine in the mouth. Catch and throw. That's pointless because it's just shooting down the one that was supposed to shoot again. You kind of get in this pointless loop sometimes where you're just destroying the explosive ball that it's about to throw again. That was premature. There you go, no damage run.
Toxic hazard cleared.
And lo, you crushed the heads of Leviathan. He will be meat for those in the wilderness. Thank you, Isaac. Come back inside. We should talk.
Leads and no damage run. I had 6 full health lights on my back at the beginning of the fight, and I didn't use any health during the fight. Still got 6 full health lights. At any rate, the key thing I think is to don't let Elizabeth Cross distract you at the beginning of the third phase. Just keep watching for those tentacles, for the cue where they scream, they ride, and then they scream, and that's the one that's going to shoot out.
Exiting zero gravity.
The air quality's improving. There's still pockets of gas trapped here and there.
Here and there, I can handle.
Listen, Jacob... My Jacob. Last I heard, he was on the mining deck with some other survivors. He said they were building an SOS beacon.
Did they finish it?
He said it was nearly done, but I haven't heard from him in a while. I can't leave yet. I need to make sure the air is safe to breathe. But if you can find that SOS beacon, call for rescue.
I will. Mining deck. Okay, got it. And if I meet Jacob?
Tell him I'll find him. He's all I want to see.
An SOS beacon. Someone jettisoned all the others. Isaac, there's a shortcut to the mining deck, near Cross's workstation. I'll get it open. Goddamn. We might actually get out of this nightmare.
There you go. So, Chapter 6 complete. And we can go back and simply save the game. This is a rare opportunity. We can actually save the game at the beginning of the chapter. And let's see how it made out. Like a bandit. I still got lots of pulse rifle ammo left over. I did not take a single shot. Not on purpose. Used exclusively proximity mines for that fight. So that is it. Thumbs up for a no damage run on the Leviathan. And the Slack is back. Should start putting out Dead Space Remake videos all week. Sorry for my absence. I was down with the flu, as many of you already know. Thanks for watching, and thumbs up, subscribe, post some comments, stuff like that there. See you next time for some more Dead Space Remake. Hey guys, real walkthroughs like these are an endangered species here on YouTube. For a complete lowdown on the YouTube video game walkthrough scene, check out my Patreon page, and please consider making a donation to yours truly, Major Slack, to help keep real walkthroughs alive on YouTube. You can donate as little as $1. That's $1, that's all. That's all it takes, alright? Thanks a lot, really appreciate it.